Hey anyone who's still subscribed to my channel. After much thought and months and months and months and months and months of being away, a few things have happened. I turned 26. My dog turned 1 and 1 month, so 1 and 1/12, and I came back. So I didn't want to leave and come back with any less improvements, so I made some improvements, and one of them is the lighting. This is my makeupless face because I'm trying to get this done before I go to the gym and edit all day tomorrow. So yeah, so during my absence I thought of a more consistent way of updating my channel where it consists of a weekly dong. Get it? Dong? So dong stands for discussions on new great stuff. Dongs will be posted up every Saturday since the beginning of a new week is on Sunday. And random videos may appear here and there depending on the comments I get or the questions I get or whatever random thought comes to mind. I've come to watch television more and more now, so what better way to let out my feelings than on camera and let people watch how I feel about things. But I've been like hounded on Instagram to post videos, and this is my compromise. I also started reading comic books beginning from last year, so they become a part of my weekly, almost daily routine. However, new comics only come out once a month, but I am reading older series sometimes, so I might just randomly spaz about those. But yeah, that's just the gist of it. TV, comics, and then occasionally things I buy, which I do have something to show today. So this week Devious Maids is back, and it's like one of my favorite shows when it comes to casting hot people. And not only is it hot people, but like many hot people of color. And if you already like that show, feel free to check my Twitter or my Tumblr out around when the show airs or the day after. That's usually when I watch it. And I usually tweet about stuff that happens or find photo sets of scenes I really like, or just of the people in the show. Like, guys, have you seen Ernesto yet? He's like so hot. We really need like Asian counterparts to Eva Longoria and Jennifer Lopez and Salma Hayek when it comes to adding more people of color to television. Because if you didn't know, Eva Longoria was the one who pitched the show to Lifetime, and then Jennifer Lopez is part of how the Fosters got onto ABC Family. She's the executive producer. And Salma Hayek was the one who brought Ugly Betty to television. And Ugly Betty was based on a Colombian like telenovela. Like Fresh Off the Boat is a good stepping stone, but it's nowhere near Devious Maids. And following Devious Maids, I've been watching Sense8, which I've been planning to watch, but I did not know that it was coming out last week. I'm like halfway through it. But yeah, ever since I saw the trailer, I really wanted to watch it, so it's been really good. I do advise that the first episode drags, and I've even tweeted about it if you check my Twitter. But trust me, stay with the show and you really like it. Or if you think you're like me, then yeah. But yeah, I really love like Kala and Wolfgang and Lito and Hernando and Daniela even. She's such a good friend, but she's a bad friend too. But she's a good friend too. I'm on like episode 8, yeah. Well, yeah, I know there's like this whole ordeal with the Wachowskis or Lachowskis. It shouldn't be an excuse to not watch the show. It's pretty diverse, which is what I really love about it and how global it is. You just have to watch it. Lito and Hernando are like my favorite. Now onto comic books. I used to read comics on the computer when I just started reading them. And that's how I named my dog, if you guys didn't know. I named my dog Triton after the Aquaman comic books. Because I think how I started reading it is because I stumbled upon the New 52 Aquaman panels on Tumblr, and then I was curious enough to start reading it. So the New 52 Aquaman is like the first series I actually read. And if you want to read it, you totally should, because the New 52 actually ended. And so the Convergence series is supposed to like move into a new series of Aquaman, which I don't really like the drawing as much, but I do like his new costume. So there's only like 40 issues, and you can pretty much finish that pretty quickly. I read 2 issues a day on my cardio days, so it's like 8 issues a week. Because I have 4 cardio days a week, and then the other 3 days are like weights. So I don't read on lifting days. So how I read comic books is like this. I bring my iPad, or this is my mom's iPad, but to the gym, and then I basically go on the cardio bikes now because I used to run, if you didn't know. And I basically moved onto the cardio bike because I have a little ledge to read comics on. And then I feel like, well, according to the calculator, the burn is almost the same, but it's a little less. I started bringing the iPad to the gym after there was nothing to watch on TV, or there would be days where like Fox News would be on, or something that didn't interest me, or like infomercials, because I go at like past midnight. I'm trying to change it, but old habits are hard to break. But anyways, if there's like nothing to watch on TV and then there's like no good eye candy to stare at, I read 2 issues a day, and then I started reading Midnighter, which is something I was most excited about recently. So anyways, if you like LGBT stuff, Midnighter is often called or considered the gay Batman, but he's not. He's totally different. Because he has a creator, and he has like this chip in his head that gives him like super senses, compared to Bruce Wayne, who is an orphan, and he doesn't really have superpowers, but a lot of money to like fight crime. Well, anyways, he's not the gay Batman, for sure. And I was kind of iffy about him because I'm not really a fan of how he's drawn. But after tweeting about the coming of the issue and the writer tweeting me back, which was kind of scary, I thought, why the heck not? I do like how current it is, because like he has a grander profile, and there is a scene which I think would push people to want to read it. So far Midnighter's on issue 1, so if you want to read it, you should read it right now, because then the next issue will come out next month, and then you can really be on the schedule of its release. And I thought it was a good read. It was, if you read something like Silk, I feel like Silk has less of a narrative and more just pictures, which I read through really, really fast. So I like things with more of a narrative. And then I am currently reading Avengers World, which is a really nicely drawn comic series. I highly recommend if you like how like mangas, because it's like right on par with them. I need to find a good issue to show. Like, look how pretty everyone looks. And I really love like clean shaven Hyperion. He's like the Marvel equivalent of Superman. But yeah, it's so like pretty. He doesn't look like this for long though. He eventually grows a beard. He gets more Thorish. But yeah, I really like Avengers World because it shows like a global aspect to things, just like how Sense8 is, and I guess that's why I like it. Which is why I like Sense8, because Avengers World I've been reading for quite a while. And then a series I'm reading while waiting for other new series to come out is All New X-Men, because I started pretty late. There's like 40 issues out, 42 I think, and I'm barely on like 18, so I'm like halfway into it. And it's coming to an end, so that's what I'm currently reading while waiting for like Silk issue 5, Avengers World 21, 22, and Midnighter number 2 to come out. But yeah, if you like X-Men First Class, the movie, I think you'd like reading All New X-Men. Basically, the First Class team will go into the future and try to fix something that happens, and then yeah, it's a really big, broad storyline, but it's pretty easy to keep up with. This is kind of random, but I've been reading this comic called X-Men 92. I'm not super interested in it, but there's this cool aspect to it. Like if you read it on an iPad, most of it is horizontal. and then it sort of animates in a way that the panels keep getting added on. I just thought it was so cool. I don't know if you can tell. Like, it just keeps adding on to new frames, and like, it's a cool little throwback story to a new comic. Okay, it's almost 2. If you can see, my gym bag's here, so I'm trying to get ready to go to the gym after this. Well, besides these wonderful lights, I did buy some things. I don't know if anyone's interested, but I do love like geeky stuff. So I went to Walmart recently, and I haven't gone in like a while. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I bought some cheap tanks, and then I also got a Deadpool like basketball jersey, but I don't really wear them, so it's kind of like a splurge. So all my tanks are like $7 basically. They're like $6.97 or something. And I was looking through their like tank rack, and then I was like, Cookie Monster, Cookie Monster. Isn't it cute? Yeah, I don't know. I'm really geeky that way. And if you don't know or follow me on Tumblr and notice that I follow the Sesame Street Tumblr, if you look at it, they're pretty like current with things, and they make like cute parodies. You should totally check it out. And then there's one for Cap, because I love Cap. And then I have a Batman one, but I never had the Superman one. And then I found it! This one's a little bit more expensive, and if you check my Instagram, I have a Captain America one already. I don't wear them often, but I just feel like the color scheme of this, and compared to like the Spider-Man one I also wanted, it was too similar to the Captain America one, so I was like, I'll just go with the Deadpool one. I love Deadpool and all, but he's not like my favorite. And don't ask me what the 91 means, because I don't know myself. So when it comes to clothes, I haven't really bought much, because ASOS and Topman and them, they didn't have really anything that catches my eye or caught my eye for the past like year. I've bought a lot of sweats because they have holes like in the underside there, because I stretch like that a lot and then it breaks. So I've been having lots of underwear splurges. I actually had one today, which I don't know if I want to show or not. But this is from a while back, like 2 weeks ago maybe, because I was checking Aussie Bum, and the underwear is pretty cheap even though they ship from Australia, and then they had free shipping, so I really wanted to get it. The only thing that sucks is like when you buy it and you use PayPal, you have a little fee for foreign transaction or something. Or, well, my bank gives it, I guess. I'm not sure. It's part of the statement. But it's only like 70 something cents on top of the $25 this was. So I got these two. I like really colorful underwear, as you can tell, for like $8. And then this one was like $7. This one doesn't really have a band, so this is like for like sexy toms. Okay, it's 2, I need to go. So next week I'll have another dong about Devious Maids probably, and then I'll probably be done by Sense8 by then and start on Orange. The new Orange is the new black. What else is there? All you people on Instagram and Twitter who ask me why I'm not making videos anymore, here's your video. You're welcome. Okay, bye. See you the next dongs.